Okay, so once again, I am house sitting. I promise I will do more budget travel other than just house sitting, except I love this one. I just discovered it last year and I still have a year because I renewed my subscription. And so I still have a year to play with this. And I thought, well, whilst I have a year's long subscription already paid for, I might as well use it to go to as many exciting countries as I possibly can. Hence why I am now in Helsinki in Finland. And yeah, I was incredibly excited. This place has been on my bucket list for years. And now I'm really here. It's very surreal and awesome. Oh, speaking of awesome, guess what time it is right now? Guess. I bet you can't. I don't even know, hold on. Okay, it is currently 10:30 at night. And look at this light. There's still light outside. It's bizarre. I knew this was gonna happen. I'm here in the summertime, and so it's not all wintry and dark and gloomy. It is like crazy sunshine all the time. It's still kind of cold, but it's more like kind of English cold. It's not like bitter Nordic cold, which is what people might think Finland would be all the time. It's not. It has beautiful summers, and I have been discovering that today because I have a beautiful little dog who's looking at me. What's the matter? You're giving me the eye. Yeah. I have a beautiful little dog who I am looking after, and we had some lovely walks today. It's really handy exploring a town that you don't know with a dog, because you literally just go, okay, where to? And she'll like guide me around. And then by the end, when we've had enough, I'm like, okay, take us home, because I don't know where I'm going, and she'll lead us back there safely, which is, it doesn't always work. Don't always trust a dog. I did that in Stowmarket with Jasper, and he was just like, okay, here we are. And I was like, no, this is a field, dude. We're not staying in a field. And he was like, yeah, this is home. And I'm like, no, like, take us home. And I literally looked at him and was like, okay, come on, home time. And then he'd just run off to go chase a pigeon, and then it was dark and I got scared. But this doesn't happen this time. She's got a very good sense of direction, and so I'm trusting her. And there's also 2 cats as well, and they immediately ran off as soon as I started talking to the camera. I think they know that now I am crazy, and they've left them with a crazy person. What were their owners thinking? Yeah, but anyway, I got here, and weirdly, you know, my last trip was a really impromptu trip to Stowmarket in Suffolk in England, and that actually getting there was such a ball ache. The journey just got messed up. The coach was an hour late, which made every other, like domino effect, every other coach late, and I missed one because it was late. And I really politely, like, I do not complain about hardly anything when it comes to like businesses and stuff. And I really politely sent them an email, because they send you like a how did we do sort of thing. And I sent them an email saying, you know, normally I love your service. I always recommend it to everybody, you know, my viewers and readers and people. But on this occasion, I know it wasn't your fault. You can't help the traffic or whatever. However, we were an hour late, and because of that, I missed getting to my actual destination. I was dropped off in a completely different destination, and just sort of abandoned there, and I had to get my host family to come pick me up from this totally different location. I get it, it's not your fault. I wasn't asking for it. I didn't ask for any refund or anything like that. But yeah, it said leave your feedback. I left that feedback, and they emailed me back like a week later saying, we did send you to Stowmarket. And I was just like, but I'm telling you that didn't happen. I mean, I have freaking video footage of that not happening. Yeah, it was just weird, because I'm like, even if I was super polite, but even if I'd been like kind of arsey about it and had demanded money back or something, you don't just go, no, we did. Like, I'm saying as a customer, I paid you to send me to a particular destination. You didn't get me to that destination. I'm not asking for anything. I'm simply informing you because you asked for my feedback, and they sent me back that saying, we got you to Stowmarket. And I'm like, no you didn't. Like, what the hell? So I didn't reply back, but basically I was just like, well, you just screwed yourself out. Like, I didn't email this to them, but they've lost a customer now. And also they need to realize that we are in the digital age. Any one customer could be a potential hundreds, thousands of customers. I don't have a particularly big audience. However, if somebody on the internet who you like watching or reading their blog or something who you trust suddenly says about a company, they really messed up and their customer service was rubbish and they kind of peed me off, then you're gonna go, actually I don't wanna use them, aren't you? You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, she's probably lying, it'll be fine, I'll just use them anyway. Like, I mean, just look at United Airlines. Their stock has like gone, not surprisingly, because they're beating the snot out of their customers. But yeah, I just thought it was stupid. Anyway, I've got off on a massive tangent about Stowmarket. Anyways, back to Helsinki. So I was ever so slightly more nervous about this journey because my flight to Greece when I went to Corfu, that EasyJet plane was an hour delayed because there was like a fight with a woman and a flight attendant. Not like a United Airlines kind of fight, it was just she made everybody late because she refused to give up her seat despite the fact she was in the emergency thing where you have to be able-bodied to pull the door open just in case, you know, God forbid, the plane caught fire or something where we had to escape, and she had a broken wrist, so she couldn't do that, and she was refusing to move despite the fact she could endanger everybody, and it was just this whole big thing. But yeah, so I was a bit nervous about this one, but I did not need to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a new favorite airline, KLM. I salute you, KLM. Dutch Airlines, god damn it, you guys have great customer service. I'm not being sponsored by them, I'm not being paid to say this, I freaking love you guys, they were amazing. So the plane arrived on time, always a good start. Got on, no hassle whatsoever, everything was fine. I did have my luggage gone through because, you know, I own a small business and it's like jewelry making and stuff, so I had a couple of tools with me, which I found that I couldn't take with me, which I didn't know, and they were just like, are these bomb making tools? I was like, no, I make earrings, like showing her like my pineapple earrings, and she's like, oh, you're not a terrorist, are you? Like, you make little trinklets. Yeah, not bombs. Okay, so yeah, that one was a little bit slow, but got on there all fine. I had hand luggage only, which again cut down the price. I got on the flight and the air hostesses and the staff were just like super friendly, super nice, spoke multiple languages, so they were speaking Dutch because we were going to Amsterdam first and then to Finland. There was like a stopover and I had to change planes, so but all the way it was KLM, and so yeah, they spoke all these different languages. If anyone was just like, huh, like as they were speaking to them to sit down or something, they immediately changed language to suit the person, so that was really cool. And they'd check with you first, like, you know, how would you like to communicate kind of thing, so everything was nice and clear. Again, all on the tannoy, everything was in multiple languages so that everybody understood on the plane. That was really cool. When we were going to be like 2 minutes late, delay, like 2 minutes to take off, and the pilot came out and apologized and just informed us all why this was happening, and just to let us know that that was going to be the case. And I was like, that's really great. Like, we're not sitting here twiddling our thumbs like, why are we not moving yet or whatever. And I mean, it was only 2 minutes, but how great was that? Anyway, takeoff was fine, everything was perfect, and then along came the trolleys. This is the best part. Free food! I love it when people give you free stuff. And technically it's not free because we paid for the flights, but on EasyJet, I didn't get sod all. I didn't even get offered a drink for free. This time, we got so much free stuff. It was bananas. So the lovely ladies came down and they had these little boxes with like a little illustration of Amsterdam on it, which was really cute. And inside was a little pot of water and a cake, and not just rubbish, you know, food type mass-produced cake. It was delicious, moist, caramelly cake, and I was like, yeah, like I could get into this, like, and everyone was like happily munching. And then yeah, and then we landed in Amsterdam again. No problems whatsoever, got off, everything was lovely, smooth, everybody was calm and chilled out, which is always nice because airports are crazy. Immediately found my next one to get to Helsinki, and even better when I was on this plane, again, I could like hear all the different languages, which is always good. I appreciate that sort of thing. And then more free stuff. So the lady came down and offered us all free drinks, free alcohol. Who thought of free alcohol? That's brilliant. Like, you have to pay for alcohol everywhere. So yeah, people were getting free drinks. I had a free Coke, and then we got a free dinner, which I was just like, what? A hot vegetarian pasta. I was so happy. Not only was it free, not only was it vegetarian, it was hot and delicious. What? I thought it was gonna be like utter garbage and cardboardy, but no, it was so good. So I was like scoffing that down, and again with my free Coke, I was just like living. And then when I thought all the free goodness was over, no, they came down with little tiny cupcake puddings that had like, again, it was really moist and delicious, like pastryness, and then there was like a solid chocolate core, and I was like, ah, oh, I love you guys so much. Like, I looked up at the air hostess just like, oh man, marry me, you keep bringing me free food, and it's actually nice food, and you just made this whole experience just really calm, really lovely, really pleasant. Yeah, I really do think their service was one of the best that I've seen. For the value as well. That's the thing, you're gonna be thinking, oh, did you pay like loads for this flight? No, I paid, I can't remember the exact amount, but it was about 170 something pounds. I'll put the exact thing here. Yeah, 170 something pounds for there and back again. So I had a stopover in Amsterdam, and I do on the way back as well. To get all the way from Southampton, England, to Helsinki, Finland was like 170 something pounds, and that was chock-a-block full of free food, great service, like really friendly, genuinely nice assistance and everything, and the pilot was cute too, which is always a bonus. So KLM, big thumbs up, I highly recommend. Brilliant value for money, seriously great value for money, and I'm actually jonesing for more of those little cakes. Like, hey, if you guys want to sponsor me in the future, you can give me free flights or just like a lifetime supply of those little cakes. That'd be great. They were amazing. Anyway, so I arrived in Helsinki like 2 days ago now, and I've mostly just been getting my bearings. Like I say, I've been relying on Zoe the dog to show me around, and I've already seen the massive ass lake that's behind the Opera House. Haven't been in the Opera House yet, but it's literally just there. Like, I'm sat in the window seat right now, but I'm looking at the Opera House. It's that close. I am, this is probably one of the best located house sits I've done. I am in the center of the city, and like all of the tourist attractions pretty much, barring a few, are within walking distance. And if they are too far, I can get the tram, because the tram station thingy, the stop is right there, like outside the house. It's awesome. So I'm really, really excited about this one. I think this being in such a good location will actually allow me to do more stuff, because I won't be, when I'm house sitting, I don't want to leave the pets for too long, because I think that's cruel. You're there to look after them, not just to sightsee and you know, be on holiday kind of thing. You have a great big responsibility to keep them not just healthy and happy, but like content, because they don't want to be left alone all day. So when I'm in like further out locations, kind of like I was in Corfu, which, you know, I needed to get like a 20-30 minute bus to get anywhere that has like attractions and stuff, then you're kind of limited with what you can, how far you can go and what you can do during that day, because you want to make sure that you can get back to feed the pets, to make sure to check on them and all that kind of thing. Whereas where I'm in like the center of the city, I can go out, walk Zoe, come back, drop her back in, and then not have a massive long walk to go back and do a tourist attraction which doesn't allow dogs in with me. So loads of places it seems dog friendly, so that's cool. She can actually come with me on a lot of it. But I'm really glad that this location is actually going to free me up to see so much more. So yeah, I'm aware this has been a very long-winded update. I just wanted to tell you about my awesome flight and the fact that I am here, and also to say I'm very sorry that I missed my upload regular schedule on Thursdays. I was actually traveling here on the Thursday, and so no internet, no upload, and I didn't have the foresight to actually edit one of the island vlogs and schedule it or whatever. So sorry guys, but better late than never, eh? What is coming up? Well, a whole bunch of Helsinki adventures. I'm gonna be here for just over 3 weeks, and so in that time I'm going to attempt to do a whole bunch of what Helsinki has to offer, both popular tourist attractions that you'll find in a guidebook, and also the little local spots that rarely end up in guidebooks and on TripAdvisor and things. So I will tell you where you need to go, and I'm also going to be learning some Finnish, which is commonly known as one of the hardest languages to ever learn, which yeah, that's going to be fun. However, on that same list that stated that, Chinese was listed as #1 as the hardest language to learn, and I took to that pretty good. Like, I did that at university as an added module. That wasn't too hard, so I'm hoping that I will be able to pick up some Finnish fairly well. I can say the very basics. I think it's important to learn like how to say hello, please, thank you, I'm lost, like, help me, that sort of thing, before you arrive in a country in the native language. Just to make an effort, and just in case you get stuck out in a place where people don't commonly speak English. However, it seems everybody speaks English here. I was getting some shopping from the supermarket. I practiced my Finnish. Said hello and everything, and was packing my stuff and said thank you and paid and all that. That was all fine, that was all in Finnish. And then he, which I now know, asked me if I had a loyalty card, which I didn't have. I didn't know what he said. And I just kind of looked at him like sheer panic, like he's asking me something, I don't know what he's saying. And then he looked up, looked at my face and was like, oh, she's not from here. Like, you could see the cogs going like, she doesn't look quite right. And then he just went, do you have one of these cards? And I was like, oh, no. And then immediately like my extra English ego came out. I was just like, oh no, I'm so sorry. No, I'm still learning Finnish, like, because if you're English, you'll know. If you're not English, we apologize for everything. Oh, and one more bit of update. So all the Helsinki stuff has been happening over the past couple of days, and I will show you some awesome sites very soon. However, some cool blog update news. If you didn't know, for some mad reason, as well as this YouTube channel, I run a blog with the same name, the Penniless Writer's Guide to the World, and it has even more information. It's different stuff a lot of the time to what I'm making videos on, so if you want even more budget adventures, advice, tips and tricks. Oh my god, there's a cat running around like a loon. Sorry, my camera just like died for no apparent reason. Yeah, so I downloaded and listened to Polly Lutowski's 3 miles per hour, which is the true story of the first woman to walk around the world. It took her 5 years, and she did it to promote breast cancer awareness to all different regions that had like didn't really know about breast cancer or early detection. So she went to all these different countries and talked about it, and God, the book is amazing. It's so funny, it's so informative and challenging, and one of the best things about Audible is that you know, she actually reads it in her own voice, so it's actually the woman herself. And I did like this really extensive review about how much I loved it on my blog, and yeah, I was just like, well, you know, maybe people will go read it, or maybe people will go get into audiobooks a bit more, because I really think that would be beneficial for a lot of people. And then like a couple of weeks went by, and then I got a comment under that review from none other than Polly Litowski herself, the woman who wrote the book, thanking me for the review, and just saying that she couldn't believe that she'd found me because she was looking under the hashtag 3 miles per hour, the name of her book, which apparently she never looks under. And I was utterly starstruck. I didn't believe it was her at first. I really did think someone was trolling me. So I looked into it, and it's really her. Like, so yeah, like I say, I'm a small creator, but I just connected with one of my absolute heroes, one of my newest heroes, but she immediately became one of my heroes for the bravery that she did, for the service that she did of like going out there teaching men and women about breast cancer, teaching us about the different cultures and everything, entertaining us with the hilarity of her book and everything. So I just could not believe it, and yeah, I proper like fangirled all over the place. So this just kind of illustrates one of my absolute favorite things about the internet and social media, because you kind of think you're never gonna connect with the people that inspire you. You know, you might perhaps meet them at a book signing, you might have like a quick interaction with them if you bump into the street and ask for a photo or something. But with stuff like Twitter and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram even, you can actually have direct contact pretty much with some people who really inspire you, with some of your favorite people who you watch every day. I mean, just last year, Smosh contacted me, the YouTuber Smosh. I did like with my business, I did like a cartoonification art illustration of one of their videos, and just put it out with the hashtag so that they might see it, you know, just put it out on Instagram and Twitter, I think. And they contacted me and asked me for a copy that they could put up in their office. And I was just utterly starstruck, couldn't believe it. I was like, they like my work? And yeah, and they were like, you know, we'd love to send you some goodies to say thanks. And I was like, is there anything you want? And I'm like, what do I want? Like a kiss from all of them? I can't ask for that. So I actually asked them if they could perhaps print out a copy of my artwork and just get whoever they could, the Smosh team, whoever they could, to sign it. And they sent me back this huge ass box full of Smosh goodies, as well as the picture that I'd requested. So I have a printed out picture, I have a print of my artwork with almost the entire Smosh cruise with their signatures on it, and it was just the best thing. And then also, like, they gave me like 4 t-shirts with all the different Smosh t-shirts and things. They gave me these, which I live and die in now, these like jogging bottoms that I absolutely love. They gave me their first movie on DVD. They gave me a bunch of stickers, and you know how much I love stickers. So that was just like the coolest thing ever. Yeah, so sorry, I know I went off on a massive tangent, but I kind of I want to let people know that even if you think nobody's looking at what you create, like no matter what you do, if it's a YouTube channel, if it's artwork, if it's writing, you know, whatever it is that you do that you absolutely love, that you're hoping to turn into your main business one day, or you're hoping that it will be seen by the right people, please don't give up. please don't give up, because oh my god, it happens, and when it does, it feels so good. Even if it doesn't immediately turn into like cash or fame or whatever, it's like the biggest boost that you're on the right direction, that you've been seen by somebody who you care about or whose opinion means a lot to you or something. And yeah, it feels amazing. So just in case Penniless sees this as well, you absolutely made my day, and I was already having a really good day being that I just arrived in Helsinki. So thank you so much. I think that will be it for now, because I need to get on with well, probably doing some sleeping stuff soon, given that it's like probably about 11 o'clock at night by now, but it's still got lights out. It's so bizarre. Anyways, if you're not subscribed already, please do, because I'm going to be touring Helsinki and showing you what's great to do here, what's free to do here, what's super cheap to do here, and what's probably best avoided. So yeah, subscribe, leave me a comment. Loads of you have been, and oh, and also a big welcome to a bunch of you who have subscribed as well. We've got like a brand new like horde of people who have joined, and I'm really excited to have you here. So thank you so much. That's it. Thanks for liking and commenting, and thank you so much for subscribing. See you in the world. Bye.